Learn English with story. Sale of a husband. Priya and Rocky had a love marriage. In the early days of their relationship, life felt like a dream. Rocky ran his own business, and the couple enjoyed all the pleasures of life together. Priya had high expectations, and Rocky always tried to keep her happy. One evening, when Rocky came home tired from work, he saw Priya sitting comfortably on the sofa. Her eyes lit up with happiness as she watched fashion videos on her phone. On the table in front of her were expensive new items she had bought, placed nicely with many shopping bags. Priya had visited the most luxurious clothing store in town and spent her day buying expensive, trendy outfits. She looked extremely satisfied, as though she had achieved something significant. Rocky, tired from managing his company's money all day, felt stressed seeing Priya shopping. Priya, not noticing him, kept looking at her new things. He took off his shoes, sat down, and placed the papers on the table. Thinking deeply, the problems at work and Priya's spending were on his mind. Priya finally looked at him and said casually,
"Look, Rocky, I bought these beautiful dresses today. You should feel proud to have such a stylish and fashionable wife."
Taking a deep breath, Rocky replied,
Priya, we need to cut down on expenses. The company is already in a bad financial state.
Priya ignored Rocky's concerns and continued enjoying her shopping. Rocky stayed quiet, but his face showed worry. Each day, Priya asked for money for jewelry and clothes, shopping at costly malls. Rocky struggled with his company, but Priya's spending made things worse. One day, when Rocky asked Priya to reduce her expenses, she accused him of being stingy. She replied sharply,
"Before marriage, you promised to keep me happy. What happened now?"
Rocky stayed silent, but deep inside, he knew Priya didn't value his sacrifices. Soon the company's losses grew so large that Rocky had to shut it down. Rocky, who once ran his own business, now had to accept a low-paying job. In this new job, Rocky faced tough treatment from his boss. He had to tolerate criticism over minor mistakes because low-level employees rarely received respect. Once a decision-maker, Rocky now worked under strict orders. Despite everything, Rocky never blamed Priya. Instead, he kept trying to make her happy. But Priya only cared about her comfort and luxury. She couldn't accept a life of financial struggle and constantly complained about their situation. One day, Priya called her college friend, Lisa, to share her frustrations.
"Lisa, my life is so hard now. Rocky's company has shut down, and we barely managed to survive. I'm tired of living like this. I don't know what to do."
After a moment of silence, Lisa suggested,
Priya, meet me at a restaurant tomorrow. We'll talk about this.
The next day, at the restaurant, the two friends sat in a quiet corner. Priya shared her feelings.
"Lisa, can you introduce me to a wealthy man? I want to leave Rocky and marry someone who can fulfill my needs."
Lisa listened carefully to Priya's complaints and then made a shocking suggestion.
Why not think about selling Rocky instead of just marriage to the rich person?
Priya was shocked. Sell my husband? Is that even possible? Lisa replied confidently.
Yes, it happens. I know people who pay huge sums, 2 to 3 crores, for men like Rocky. But once you do this, there's no turning back. You'll have to erase him from your life completely.
After a moment's hesitation, she agreed to Lisa's plan, willing to sacrifice her loyal husband for wealth and luxury. The next day, following Lisa's plan, when Rocky returned home tired from work, Priya prepared a special biryani for him. However, the biryani contained a drug that Lisa had provided. Rocky ate the biryani without suspecting anything. Shortly after, he started feeling dizzy. He tried to stand up but lost his balance and fell to the floor. Priya sat calmly, watching him as if nothing had happened. A little later, two strangers arrived at their home. They were with a heavy man who started lifting Rocky onto his shoulder. Under the influence of the drug, Rocky opened his eyes slightly and looked at Priya in confusion. Priya stood confidently with one hand on her hip, staring at him without emotion. Rocky, with a shaky voice, asked.
Priya, who are these people?
Priya placed her foot on Rocky's shoulder and said,
If you want to live, go with them quietly.
Unable to fight back because of the drug, Rocky was put into a strange basket-like vehicle by the men. They placed him inside and drove off. Priya stood nearby, pointing to a signboard that read, Husband for sale, looking stylish. Lisa gave Priya 3 crore rupees in exchange for selling Rocky. Priya contacted Sanjay, a wealthy young man, with Lisa's help. Soon Priya and Sanjay started talking over the phone and eventually they began meeting at restaurants. One day, Priya revealed to her new friend Sanjay that she had 3 crore rupees and wanted to start a business with it. Hearing this, greed instantly took over Sanjay's mind. Sanjay acted like he loved Priya, but his intentions weren't genuine. He spent her money on expensive hotels, clothes, and parties. Priya, unaware of his true motives, lived in the fantasy he created. Sanjay kept promising to marry her once his parents returned from Dubai. But as time passed, the money quickly ran out. What Priya believed would bring her happiness was slowly turning into betrayal. One day, Priya found out that Sanjay was already married and had been lying to her. This broke her heart. She had a breakup with him and started thinking about her life. Her dreams of wealth and luxury were shattered. Realizing her mistakes, Priya moved into a small house and decided not to give up. Determined to change her life, Priya took a simple job at a company. Life was hard, but she decided to face it with courage. She learned that shortcuts often cause problems, and now she was focused on rebuilding her life through honesty and hard work. One day, while shopping, Priya saw something surprising. She spotted her old friend Lisa outside a branded store, and beside her was none other than her ex-husband, Rocky. Priya froze as she watched them laugh and talk. The closeness between them left her speechless. After a moment, she walked away, unsure of what to do. Later, filled with curiosity and anger, Priya met Lisa to find out the truth. Lisa revealed
I have loved Rocky since our college days, but he chose you because he loved you. When I found out about your focus on money, I decided to expose your true nature to him.
Lisa explained that the 3 crore rupees came from selling her own house to see if Priya was greedy. Lisa said,
We tested you, and by selling your husband, you proved that you only loved money.
feeling guilty and embarrassed. Priya admitted her mistakes and left quietly. She decided never again to choose money over relationships and honesty. Having learned her lesson the hard way, Priya walked away, ready to rebuild her life with honesty and self-respect. Press the subscribe button to watch more videos.